Hello, my name is Jah. I am the owner of Rag Junkie. I'm a fashion designer located in Houston. I also have a organization, Thrift Culture, which is a sustainable fashion organization, and we help in the community with reducing the carbon footprint and kind of just making sure that we're doing our part and recycling and doing it in a fun way though, like a creative way. I started fashion, being interested in fashion at a very young age. And then I went on to college to major in fashion merchandising. After that, I kind of took a change in career paths and circled back around to fashion. And so now I'm back into fashion and I love it. A part of why I do this is just because I want to reach people. I want to reach people that look like me specifically. And I feel that, you know, there has kind of been like a negative stigma when it comes to thrifting and secondhand clothing. And I want to change that. I want to let people know that, hey, it's okay to, you know, share clothes, recycle clothes. It's here for us and we don't have to constantly just keep buying. We can share and thrive. So the major event for me that happened that made me get more into thrifting was a change of environment. I moved from Houston to Atlanta, Georgia for like a year. I was in the career field of law enforcement, and I decided that I wanted to get back into fashion and do something that I was passionate about. At the time, I wasn't really bringing in a lot of income, and I was still trying to find little ways to bring myself happiness. So I would go to the thrift store and find pieces, and I was starting to get like a little joy from that. So fast forward a few months, I moved back to Houston. And at that point, I was just kind of figuring out what is it that I'm going to do. So I decided to go to the thrift store and I stumbled across a piece. It was a John Paul Gaultier piece. It was vintage and it was outside in the rain. I was like, I know y'all did not leave this out here in the rain. So obviously they didn't know what they had. The price on it was $2 and I was able to get that piece and resell it for $1,200. And at that point, I was like, okay, this is going to be the startup of my business. And then I started to be more aware of like the impact that I would actually be making shopping like sustainably and like kind of just making sure that people understood that these clothes also do look fashionable. These clothes also do have value. So I took that, I started my business, and now I'm to a point where with Rag Junkie, I'm a fashion designer. I've kind of reduced on thrifting so much and kind of like taking what I've already have and upcycled it. So now I branch out to Thrift Culture, which is taking what we have and recycling, using what we already have. So that's kind of like my mission right now, is to take what we already have and use it. So the impact that I want Thrift Culture to have on everyone is just really like creating a community space for people to grow with each other, people to connect, and also like including fashion and just including sustainability. I want everyone to kind of use this platform, use fashion as a way to like connect with each other. I think ultimately I want to expand thrift culture and I want it to be something that everyone around the world is participating in. And I feel like by doing that, we're going to make an impact, and I will be able to like track exactly what's happening. Because at these events that I host, people bring in, we count the amount that's coming, we count the amount that's going. So moving forward, I would be able to keep track of that impact. And I think it's just a good thing to do. You know, it's just a positive thing. So the biggest lesson that I've learned as a fashion entrepreneur is that collaboration is extremely important. Starting off, I was like very protective of my art, of my business, but along the way, I learned that I need people. And I don't want to just link up with everybody, but people that are kind of like aligned in my vision and where I'm going. Like I want to collab, like I want to link up. So I think that was like a really big thing for me, because in the beginning, like I struggled with that. Like people wanted to do things and I was kind of like scared. I was just like, you know, this is my baby. But along the way, I kind of eased up and was like, hey, if God sends people your way to work with you, allow them to. So any words of wisdom for someone starting a fashion business or jumping into entrepreneurship? I would say just start. It's the hardest part. Sometimes you just have to go for it. Even if you don't have all of the means that you think you need, you do have what you probably need, and it's just you, right? Everybody, I'm pretty sure, has a phone. All you need is you and your phone, and bit by bit, you know, but as it goes, it'll get easier. As it goes, it'll come as second nature. You're gonna have restless days. You're gonna have restless nights. You're gonna have nights of anxiety, but stay the course. Try to be as consistent as possible and never give up on your dream. It's okay to pivot. It's okay to try other ways to reach your goals, but just never stop. That's my advice. In the future with Thrift Culture, I plan to host an event early 2024, so please look out for that. It's going to be centered around new beginnings. We're starting a new year fresh, and we're going to be welcoming new things in and letting go and releasing old things. So to keep up with us, follow us on social media, Thrift Culture HTX, that's on Instagram. And my fashion design brand is Rag Junkie, and that's rag_junkie on Instagram. So I look forward to spreading the sustainability love bug everywhere. And I'm hoping to connect with y'all, and I'm hoping maybe one day we'll get to meet.